Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. We're gonna hit the like button and to subscribe to my channel. I won't get copyrighted. Turn that down. Timmy Recorded Hall of Fame. We are 4-0. We beat the Hawks. Let's see if we can beat the Pelicans. I played that game off camera. Pelicans 3-1. Let's see so. That is so myself back again. This starting lineup. Got adapted. But this is my career channel. But with my league. So if we hit the like button to subscribe to my channel. Let's new one. Pelicans have Lonzo Ball, Rudy Alexander, Brandon Ingram, Diane Robinson, and Christian Wood. Let's go.
Fabian Mitchell, welcome to 2K TV. So excited to have you on the show. Now you're getting scanned for NBA 2K22. What's that process going to be like? Getting scanned into the game, and now you're going to be able to play in the game as yourself.
Man, it's a blessing. I mean, especially because I've been playing 2K like all my life. I'm a gamer, so I play 2K all the time. But now just to see myself playing, it's gonna be amazing. I've been playing this game for a very long time, man. Just trying to make a player look like me. I'm not really that close. It's really special to actually get to have somebody that looks exactly like.
And there were a few sharp-looking guys getting off the Pelicans team bus earlier on. Their only thought now is coming away with a win on the road. The fog pouring across the Golden Gate Bridge and into the Bay Area tonight. We're just about set for action. Welcome, everyone. It's time for NBA action. Coming to you live on this Saturday night. Kevin Harlan here, and I'm joined by Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline. DA, it's all yours.
Good evening to you, Kevin. After all these years, Stephen Curry probably is the most feared shooter in league history. He not only hits the impossible shots, but hunts them down in the big.
Look at this one. Look at this stuff, you guys.
Take a look at the Warriors. Up to a great start this season, currently in second. And checking out New Orleans, a game behind.
And well, for the Warriors, they had a few critics
Back up.
coming into the season, and now I don't think they have any. This is a club ready to not only make a deep run, but possibly win it all.
They do have the pieces in place for a title run, but the competition in the playoffs will be stiff.
And the starting lineup for the Pelicans, Ingram the 3 and Zion the 4. All up. There with Alexander, and it's Wood in at the 5 spot. And for the Warriors, their Castro out there with Leisman. That's Curry. Then there's Kelly Oubre, and it's Edwards.
Come on, my God.
And here's New Orleans now. They're getting their first look of the season at the Warriors in this one.
And this is a team they battled in the conference finals last season. Coming up short.
Yeah, bitter pill to swallow, too. I mean, when you face that team again, that's always, not just in the back of your head, it's in the front of your mind, too. Getting a win would be some kind of consolation.
Now, here's Ball. For three, Ingram. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. Well, this must be a time of year when teams are still working on their chemistry, Clark. Everybody getting comfortable with their role.
Well, Kevin, you would hope that being comfortable and having good chemistry would be a given by now, even though it's still early. There's not a ton of time for the feeling out process in the NBA because the games come so rapid.
Walk up.
Curry against Ball. That one's not going to go. So Golden State will take it the other way. They are coming off that win against Atlanta.
Let's go.
And I tell you what, the margin of victory speaks for itself in that one. Just a very confident rush right now, especially in
When he stops.
Exactly. Exquisite execution. They knew what they needed to do, and they got it
Good
done
D.
and made it
Wanna
really well.
keep this up.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right.
Keep this up and continue winning this lead out. Come on.
And the emphatic stuff.
Well,
Wait till we start
turn offense. We talk about it all the time. Try to hit your opponent at the other end before they can set up the defense.
Well, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
And we usually see Curry score from further out, but he still has the
Walk
athleticism
up.
to rock the rim.
Here's Ingram. Doesn't get it to drop for him. Great D that time from Oubre. Here's Weissman. And finished off by Weissman.
About 5.
In transition,
We'll bring this
the most
out.
consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yep, exactly. If there's any opportunity for early offense, you got to push it and push it every time.
Ingram gets the ball. Pass to Wood. It's blocked. Here's Edwards. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
They need
Walk
an
up.
offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
How would you reach?
By Williamson.
And the defense learned a valuable lesson there. Don't let Williamson get to that launching pad around the rim.
Oh my God.
And pushing it up. Here's New Orleans.
Uh-huh.
Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. And that's a foul called on Kelly Oubre. That's his first foul. And now another look at that mobile one-block defensive performance.
Some intimidation right away. Got to show those shooters you're going to be there all night long.
Williamson in the post. Working on Pestle. Wood passes to Ingram. To the paint. Williamson kicks to Alexander. Just 5 on the clock. Kicks it out to Williamson. Lets it go from the wing. And it's Ingram missing.
Well, you got to be there defensively. I mean, that's an easy mid-range jumper that he'll typically drain. You know, he just has not been himself this period. Just too inconsistent up and down at the offensive end.
They get it back. Wood finds ball. Williamson on top. Here's Ingram. And too long on the shot.
Boy, defense non-existent there. But they catch a break as he whips it.
It's good.
This isn't a tough case to crack. If they want to put it into this,
Walk up.
they need to start getting back on D.
Ball dishes to Ingram.
When he stops.
It's Wood, top of the key.
No way.
Kicks it to Ingram. Outside, ball. Ingram against Oubre.
Their game plan needs to change if they're going to get out of this hole because he is just not there offensively. Taking matters, into his own head.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
And you know, guys, when your point guard is making explosive plays at the rim, I really do think it sets the tone for the rest of the team.
Ball with it. Wiseman picks him up. And James Wiseman picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. And the Pelicans making a change here. Poked away. It's stolen by Wiseman. Jumps up. And finished off by Wiseman.
Excellent all-around performance so far.
It's not guard, that's my home court. Let's
You know,
go.
they have the advantage at both ends. They've got all the momentum early on.
And first time out of the game called for New Orleans.
The 4 minutes while they finish scoring out front. Let's get it.
Franchise players. Talk
No,
about
what
the
ups?
specific qualities you look for in those superstars that can catapult a team to greatness.
It's a great question, Kevin. Talent really isn't enough. You know, whether you lead vocally or by example, the agenda has to be winning, and your best players really define who your team is going to be. So the franchise caliber player is a much needed asset.
This pause in the action gives us a chance to see the teams that have scored the most points off turnovers. This month, the Warriors number 1, the Pelicans 4.
And both teams have done a nice job of converting mistakes into fast break hoops. I mean, that is critical.
Greg, you know, we're seeing players take control of their free agent destiny. Do players get a bad rap for that and switching teams?
Listen, I don't know if you get a bad rap, but you're going to catch the wrath of the fan base. You think of Paul George in Indy or OKC, and fans, they're going to feel guilty. There's no doubt about it. They're going to feel scorned.
Yeah. Williamson left shot. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Pelicans will retain possession.
And now look at the numbers for Edwards. Last season's performance for him. Last season put up about 9 points a game, 3 rebounds, and 2 assists. And every team in the league needs shooting. That's what he brings coming off the pine.
And there's always a demand for shooters, man. Half jumper will travel. I'm telling you. Most championship teams, they have a bunch of those guys who can put it in the basket.
Well, that's just the pure strength and explosiveness of Williamson. Easily finishes there through the contact.
That one goes. Count it. Edwards got his second basket of the night.
And that's 10 straight points.
Lock up.
The defense, nowhere to be found.
I think they really got to start committing more bodies down low and really kind of close that area off defensively.
But he recovers it. There's the pass to Alexander Walker. The rim-rattling two-handed jam.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
And, you know, when you're looking to close the gap, you need guys who will take it upon themselves to step up, take the initiative to make something happen.
Here's Williamson. Basket is good. He'll get a chance
Look.
to the line.
Oh my god.
Not a guy you can stop by fouling. Williamson too focused and too powerful.
And the Pelicans making a
Good
change.
think.
Duncan's checked in. Warriors lead by 6. Here's Edwards. Oh!
Go.
Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just
Look up.
fleeting right now to a team trying to get back into a game like this.
Ouch, Greg, that is definitely an emphasis jam. A big apostrophe or exclamation point, maybe even a question mark.
Hey, guys, I know there are a lot of questions right now defensively for this team. There's no doubt about that.
Pass to Alexander Walker. Here is Carlisle, guarded by Curry. And that's out of bounds. New Orleans will retain possession. .158 left here in the opening quarter. Some nice passing here by New Orleans. Here's Alexander Walker, defended by Castro. Castro with the steal. Curry outside. Got a piece of it. Pass to Edwards. For the 3. Gets the three-pointer to fall. And it's an 11-point Warrior lead. And an important part of every
Walk
team's
up.
game, a look at the hustle stats for the Warriors.
And it's been about their defense. They're playing with a frenetic pace, putting a lot of pressure on the ball handlers and forcing turnovers.
Another big aspect of their game tonight has been the fast break transition opportunity. They're really keeping it up tempo so far.
Here is Carlisle, guarded by Kerr. Carlisle passes to Duncan.
And here's a look at some numbers for Williams. Some last season stats for him. First in shooting percentage, 14th in scoring, and he was among the top 20 rebounders in the league. Never shy about throwing his weight around in the paint.
And last year, he really was the poster boy for scoring efficiency. You could count on one hand the number of bad shots he took. Outside Curry. He kicks it to Edwards. Oubre on the wing. Heisman with the ball. Back to Oubre. Pass to Wiseman. Oubre outside. Another three for Golden State.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Yeah, shots falling off to a very
Walk
good
up.
start offensively as a result.
The pass to Alexander Walker. Here's Williamson, defended by Pascal. Shot from 12. No good off the back of the rim.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
They sure are. I mean, they've done a terrific job carving out space under the basket and then pursuing the ball. You know, it's one thing to box out, but you got to pursue the ball if you're going to get rebounds. And they look strong here in the early going.
The Warriors shoot their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line.
And one of the highlights last year for this group was the fact that they were so efficient from the charity stripe. That's a huge factor.
From downtown, a shot, no good. And so it's the Golden State Warriors
Doing good.
with a 14-point lead as we bring the quarter to a close.
We are doing good.
Free ball for Witten shot selection, and it's led to a terrific
Okay,
field goal.
let's keep this up in the second quarter.
We'll be back with you shortly. And for anyone who thinks this game isn't about hard work, listen to Steph Curry.
Can't tell how many shots I've taken in my life and how many hours of long practicing, but
And as we know, Greg, Steph comes from a family of great shooters. It's in the blood.
But as you said, it's about the work. If NBA players have had tons of kids, most don't make it in this league. Steph is on his way to being one of the best to ever grace the hardwood.
And glad to have you with us, folks. Second
Walk
quarter
up.
basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And guys, we've seen the Warriors really take control.
Well, you can see these guys are unafraid to take chances defensively.
Well, you know, the defense, guys, is just disruptive, active, and energetic, and you can't afford to be loose with the ball against these guys.
On the court right now, second quarter for the
Let's go.
They've got Zion Williamson. Also Duncan out there. And it's Alexander Walker in the two-guard position.
Walk up.
Trailed by 18. Passes to Duncan. Pass to Carlisle. Leaves the pass to Williamson. That's tipped. Oubre with the steal. Here's Pascal. And slam dunk by Pascal.
And Curry is so impressive. His peripheral vision is what makes him unique. In addition
So
to
we
his
would like to
ball
see
handling,
right there. Defense.
nice job setting
Walk
up
up.
his teammates and knows how to get them the ball when they're open.
Here Here's Alexander Walker. Edwards defending. Alexander Walker passes to Williamson.
Nice timing on these jumps. He's somewhat on the small side for a power forward, but he just never gives up.
Warriors leading by 18. Top of the key, Looney. Oubre outside. Offensive rebound. Looney kicks to Pascal. Dishes it to Curry. Back to Pascal. To the middle. And he slams it one-handed.
And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
Now a timeout called by New Orleans.
Not gorgeous.
Greg, when you played for the Knicks, I always heard that Charles Oakley would cook for the players. Is that true?
Absolutely. Oakley was very particular about his food. And I got to tell you, he knows his way around the kitchen. And to be honest, I would never tell him otherwise.
Well, what was his special?
Whatever he made, it was special. It wouldn't matter.
Sensational ball movement there. When you pass the ball like that, good things happen.
Looney kicks to Uber. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. 6 to shoot. Good on the three-point shot. Oubre's got 5 points now this quarter.
And without looking at the scoreboard, you think they were the team trail and trying to fight their way back.
Yeah, love the energy they're playing with. I say it this way. Good teams, championship teams, play against the game as much as they play against the opponent. Nice uptick here in their second chance points in this quarter.
And I think that play sort of sums up what we've seen.
Walk up.
Just simply being
Making it up. No, no life.
of the ball. Smart basketball defensively, turn it into easy points.
Here's Alexander. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. To the wing right side. Here is Carlisle. Guarded by Curry. And the rejection by Curry. Carlisle passes to Reese. Here is Carlisle. A second chance effort. And it's Looney with the rebound. Looney's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. And slam dunk by Pascal.
Flying high and throwing it down with the one hand.
Woo, one of his favorite moves right there.
Walk up.
Does it as well as anybody, fellas. Tremendous skill while in the air.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Well, guys, we all know that Steph Curry's image is one of a golden boy. But that conceals what may lurk beneath. Steve Kerr
No,
said,
no life.
you think of this mild-mannered guy, but he's really competitive. He wants to rip your throat out. So why is that toughness discounted by some? Kerr says, because he looks like he's 12. Kevin, that's probably true. Back to you.
David, outstanding. Thank you so much for that.
All the officials are all over that one.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give him any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean, you got to play without fouling.
He throw good, Edwards. Jackson Hayes, he's checked in for Williamson. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Here is Carlisle. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has
Make them use their timeout. Let's go. We're going to use my go like that defense.
And decide to talk it over. They are coming into this having notched a win against the Knicks in their last game.
And you know what? Sometimes it's hard to say whether or not defense.
Promise, but in the second quarter, I found let's get it, boys.
But bottom line is their opponent didn't shoot it well, and you gotta take some of the credit from a defensive standpoint.
No question about it. I mean, it's all about the results, right? And if you can limit open looks, sometimes you can get into an opponent's head. So even when they do spring free, they lack the confidence or at least are distracted and aren't able to knock those shots down.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
Yeah, you know, the officials aren't nearly as lenient as they used to be on that call. As a matter of fact, I know I got away with a lot of those in my playing days, but that was 40 years ago.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
I'd agree with you, and I don't think they expected this one to be a game where they would get battered inside.
Walk
like
up.
they have.
Here is Carlisle trying to get something going, and he lays it up and in.
A nice move to create a gap there in the defense and get to the bucket.
Curry is inside. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two.
Man, the way Curry scores the ball, whether he's driving to the rack or dropping bombs, he is fun to watch. Yeah, nice job of drawing the contact and creating opportunities at the line.
My kind of hoops.
Walk
Straight
up.
ahead, playing downhill and physical.
Brandon Ingram, he's checked in for the Pelicans. Carlisle passes to Wood. And Rooney sends it back.
And another miss. Ooh, he's having a really ugly game.
Yeah, about as ugly as you can have, you're right.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct.
Walk up.
Standing for playing.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
Offensive rebound. Looney passes to Curry. And there's the foul. It'll go on Christian Wood. And that'll be his third foul so far.
And that's the tough part of trying to keep him on the floor. Now he picks up that third foul.
Looney kept alive. Outside for Curry. Launches a three. The Warriors keep it going. A new 14-second shot clock.
And you can see the defender's afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
And you know, you look at Ingram, and it's not all about scoring with him. He shows he shares the ball as well.
To the inside. That's good from Edwards on the assist by Curry.
You score, I score. Let's go.
4 assists in the game.
No way.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from
Fuck
inside
up.
the paint there.
Carlisle passes to Alexander. Some nice passing here by New Orleans. Here is Carlisle, guarded by Curry. Edwards inside, working on Alexander. And finished off by Edwards.
And how about just floating to the rim on that slam?
Boy, when he gets up, I mean, he gets up.
Yes, he does. That's what we call helium. Yeast rising and helium floating.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive stop.
And you know, with that size difference, that's not an easy shot. I mean, I don't care how close to the rim he is, that's a tough shot.
Lee's checked in for Golden State. Pelicans pull it in.
It does not get much easier than that, but somehow he came up empty there.
Down low. And Hayes throws it down.
I'll tell you what, his vertical is awesome, off the charts. A short center who still makes his presence felt.
Here's Lee. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. You know, Greg, when you were in New York, you were on a super team of sorts. Compare that to the super teams they're forming now in the NBA.
Oh, we've always had super teams. And this misnomer that this is something
We'll do not miss free throws.
this year.
Probably went to, but we're not going to miss any free throws.
You've always had it. Whether the difference nowadays is I think the players have more say in where they go. And they can orchestrate how a team is constructed. But it's always existed. And the reality is this: you become a super team when you win a lot.
Sure.
And that's what really dictates how super your team is. He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of them.
Walk up.
1:57 left to play in the first half. You better keep your hands up if you've been playing with these guys over the past month, because if you're open, they'll find you. Second, James Wiseman. Kelly Oubre, third.
If you look at the work of these two players over that period, you might have to say we're looking at the two best passers in the NBA.
Duncan, he's checked in for the Pelicans. Golden State's gotten into trouble with the 3 ball in the second quarter, only hitting 1 of 5 attempts. Lee. Edwards dishes to Lee. Pass to Vasco. Shot clock at 5. Second chance shot. No good from Lee. The Pelicans have gone 7 of 15 from the field here in the second quarter, just under 50% shooting. Carlisle passes to Duncan. And a moment here to check out who the Golden State Warriors have coming up. On Tuesday, they'll be matching up with Nikola Jokic and the San Antonio Spurs. Then on Thursday, they'll take on Kevin Love and the Dallas Mavericks. That one falls, so it's both of them. There's 1:26 left in the first half. The inside, and there's a nice one-handed slam.
Wow, we are going to remember that one for a while.
I know I will, Greg. That was special. That was really special.
I thought
This stuff for you right there, guys.
Here's Carlisle. Good, nice job down low. 10 points for him. And for the Warriors, they're shooting an incredible 64% from the field in this game. Here's Lee, and Lee with the stuff.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, G8, the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
And, not enough help from the defense there to compensate. He gets a clean look, and that's exactly how you draw it up.
Good D by Lee. Warriors shooting and feeling it offensively in the second quarter. They're shooting 60%.
Wow, he got whacked on that. There shouldn't be much debate there.
Blatant contact. Straightforward call. Simple.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
And over the course of last year, he was up over 90%. And with a stroke like that, you see why.
And guys, if a game was coming down to the wire and an opponent needed to foul, he was the guy they wanted with the ball in his hands. Shooting the free throws because of his proficiency there.
Duncan kicks the ball. Back to Duncan. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Edwards got his 6th rebound on the night. And slam dunk by Pistol.
Great teamwork, punctuated by a strong finish.
That is the perfect fast break, guys. Getting a hoop before the defense can get set.
And here's Ingram from the arc. It's the 3-point foul. Ingram's got 10 points.
And when Ingram is left alone from deep, his eyes just
stop.
shooting is just out of sight.
And so it's the Golden State Warriors out there all by themselves with a 32-point lead to end the quarter. Their defense has been terrific in this game. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Alongside Steve Kerr and Coach, what is the offensive approach going to be in the second half?
Well, we just have to do what we do, move the ball, and wear them down with our ball movement, our cutting, our spacing, and step out of the screens, all the usual stuff.
Yeah, it always seems to work out for you in the long
don't
run.
forget to hit the like button and to subscribe to my channel. We're doing good. Since we get the third quarter and fourth quarter off strong in the W. Looks like we can. We got today. Stop, no threes, and still no life.
Hello, basketball fans. What a pleasure it is to bring you into the 2K studios again. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. So it's Golden State who's out on top at the half. They are completely in control of the game, leading by a massive amount. Kenny, what's your input?
They've done a lot of things well, but the way they've taken care of the basketball, valuing each possession is so critical to the tempo, so crucial to the offensive flow. They've got a great rhythm, as smart and as safe as they're playing. They made it clear they're not going to beat themselves today.
Shaq, how do you think New Orleans played?
Well, they're obviously facing a hot shooting team tonight. That combined with a lackluster effort on defense, the recipe for disaster. Without major improvements defensively, this game is OVA. Over.
And that should do it with the
Let's go, guys. Let's get this third quarter off strong.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. And Buckets has really been making it happen, guys.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of this.
Lock up.
And Golden State looking at
I'm not gonna take quarter. I get close.
Up there with Lee. Then there's Oubre. Then it's Jared Castle. And it's Mooney in at the 5 down low.
And Ball has so much confidence on this floater, in addition to a nice touch with it, so that makes it really hard to deal with.
Basket good.
Yeah, that's the third bucket in a row from the fade. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
Lock up.
And the pass to Williamson. To the wing on the left. Doubled by Lee. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. We have got to see that sensational mobile one block again.
And read the play perfectly. Gets himself in the air at the right moment. Terrific denial.
And it's the Warriors with the ball. The Warriors shooting has been just fantastic, around 65% tonight, getting exactly what they want when they want. New Orleans has gone 3 or 4 from long range in the game. Williamson dishes the ball. He's looking for Williamson and finds him.
Boy, Ball has a nice feel for when his guys are open. He's solid, really solid when it comes to getting his teammates clean looks.
Here's Oubre. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Oubre's got 16.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now.
Lock up.
Especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
And slam dunk by Ingram.
And at 6'9", with that wingspan of his, Ingram is constantly prowling for these dunks. He's an incredible athlete who finishes with ease near the hoop.
Taking a look here at some numbers for Pascal. How he did last season. Averaged 8 points a game, 3 rebounds, and 2 assists. And you can't downplay the importance of good size off the bench.
Space invader, a big guy who simply holds his ground and makes opponents work around him. That's good stuff.
And it's blocked.
Yeah, but they're 3 or 4 to start the second half.
And the shot goes down. And now it's 27 points for Buckets.
Everything going to plan here to start the third. 80% shooting thus far.
Lock up.
Ball against Edwards. New Orleans moving the ball around. And Ball gets it to go on the assist by Williamson. Ball's got 4 points now in the quarter.
You got to be composed when you go inside, knowing that you're going to have some contact and resistance facing you. Ball unafraid to get it deep inside. So good at getting to his spots and then cashing in, making the game look easy.
Let's go. Lock up.
Edwards against Ball. And Pascal pulls it down. Pascal's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
And it's Ball penetrating.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backdoor thus far.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
Alexander kicks the ball. Williamson against Pascal. 16 feet away.
Get that.
And it's Mooney with the rebound.
Clearly the defense could have been better there, guys, but he also needs to convert that.
Pascal's shot is off. The Pelicans have gone even 50% from the floor here in the third quarter. 4 of 8. Ball finds Williamson. Ingram against Pascal. And that one's good. Ingram's got 14 points for the game.
How do you like this? A sleepy-eyed assassin. Ingram looks like he could score in his sleep.
And there are a number of things that make Ingram a dominant force. But what really jumps out at you the moment you see him,
Lock up.
few wings in the league,
You have no life.
at a 7'3" wingspan.
Ball feeling it out a bit. Here's Alexander. covered by Lee. Turnaround Jay. And the shot no good, a bit short. And Gray can combine Ingram's length with his emerging skill set.
And
He's
one.
got a long career
Let's
ahead
go.
of the NBA.
I mean, he certainly has the tools. But what we need to see now is the consistency year in and year out. It's one thing to reach that star status. It's another to become one of the true superstars in our league.
For New Orleans, they've gone even 5 of 10 on shot attempts in the third. Ball, the pass to Alexander Walker. And that one's good. Ingram. Here's Lee. 8 points for him. Here's Edwards. And Edwards with the stop.
And really the story of this second half. One team getting the shots they want, the other not so much.
And that's why you have such a
Walk up.
gap in the shooting numbers between the teams.
Ingram against Oubre. And that one drops for him.
Boy, he's really been dominant in this one. Unfortunately, he hasn't had much help.
And Edwards with the stop.
You gotta love his aggressiveness to finish inside.
Well, his leaping ability gives him a great advantage.
Fellas, that's exactly why they look to getting the ball around the rim. I mean, it's either a dunk or free throws every time.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage play. And I've been impressed with the unselfishness, but also getting guys the ball where they can do something with it.
He is delivering a lot of room service times tonight. One sweet one after another.
Lobs it up there for Ingram. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
How about that high wire action from Ingram, getting up there and pulling off the Houdini?
Here's Lee. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. And let's get your take, guys, and the hustle stats for the Warriors.
Well, it's been an outstanding game for them in the open court. Their fast break points really stand out.
Yeah, and another thing, they created a lot of turnovers, but they've also been able to convert when they've gotten out
Walk
of
up.
transition.
Catching up on the changes for New Orleans. Jackson Hayes, he's checked in for Williamson. And it's Carlisle in for Ball. Second shot opportunity. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
No, I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and one.
Hayes hits them both. They're enjoying a commanding lead.
And it really gives them the opportunity to give their starters a rest. Always critical when you get ready for that home stretch.
Lee gets the bucket.
And maybe he's not one of the elite sharpshooters, but even still, that's not a shot that he can afford to get.
For New Orleans, they've gone better than 53% from the floor since halftime. Shooting 8 of 15.
The snipers.
Passes it to Carlisle. Shot from free throw range. It's rebounded by Golden State. Astros got 8 rebounds in this game.
Let's go.
Pushed off by Oubre.
Let's continue to stop. I'm going to wife. Go.
And we did. We felt it. Even over here, we felt it.
It's the best way to do it, as long as you don't get teed up for it.
Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline.
Hey, Kevin, it's a misnomer that in the era of three-point shooting, people don't want anyone to take mid-range shots. Many of the league's elite players still thrive there. Kawhi Leonard is one,
Walk up.
and he explained how. He said it's hard to defend guys that shoot twos. Once you get to the playoffs, it becomes a half-court game. Teams won't allow you to take wide-open shots or threes. Guys, back to you.
D.A., thank you. Golden State moving the ball around. A 3 ball. But they recover it.
And they get it back again. I mean, how many rebounds offensively have they had? Everything's going right for them today.
Clock at 4. Out to Lee. On deep. That shot off.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
And here's Ingram from the arc. It's rebounded by Golden State.
He had a couple in the first, but so far he's been unable to get uncorked here.
Pass goal, the pass to Looney. Hangs on the trifecta. Looney's got 7 now in this quarter.
Go.
Does a great job of controlling that defensive backcourt, then getting out in transition. That's been the difference.
No life.
7 straight fast break points. They got the defense gasping for breath right now.
Here is Carlisle. 10 points for him. Pass to Ingram. And it's Looney with the rebound. Looney's got rebound number 12 now. Tenacity on the glass.
That is just pretty right there. What a find that for his teammate at the rim.
Let's go.
103
Good thing it stops.
New Orleans has gone 0-2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Here is Carlisle, covered by Lee, looking to get back on track here. That shot misses, and Golden State will go the other way with it. Here's Oubre, and finished off by Oubre.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
And don't leave out the coaching staff here now. I mean, their game plan has been perfect.
Here's Alexander Walker. Edwards defending. To end the run. And he overshot that one, missing.
It's almost like he's trying to make things hard on himself. You know, he's just got to slow the game down. Try to get some easy ones.
Here's Looney. He's got 13. Can't cash in from close range. And pushing it up. Here's New Orleans. Ingram's running.
The know-how that Ingram has. I mean, well aware that the defense is going to hack him in these situations. He just stays the course.
And he's got his first free throw of the game. Good on both. 6 seconds left in the third. Here's Lee outside. And another 3 for Golden State.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion
Get it.
at halftime.
The fourth quarter off from to get it double.
The defense and took advantage of it.
And so it's the Golden State Warriors with a huge lead at the break. Safe to say there's no catching them today. From the field, they have been outstanding. Amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. Right back after this break. And a moment ago, inside the huddle with head coach Steve Kerr.
Defense has been fantastic. Great defense, offense, simple passes will get it done, right? Guys look great though. Keep the pressure on.
Paying his guys respect they deserve. Likes what he sees. I like that message.
And Kevin, it's so
Up,
important to praise your guys when they're playing well. Coach understands how critical it is to recognize good effort.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. On the court for the Pelicans, getting the fourth quarter going. We've got Holiday. He's out there with Joe Harris. Then there's Duncan. And it's Alexander in at the 2 spot. On the wing, Harris. Edwards defending. Holiday, the pass to Harris. Here's Duncan. Pass to Alexander. And another shot. Here's Duncan. Well, it was only a matter of time that they finally get the button.
Can we not get the fucking rebound?
Duncan's got the first basket as we get going in the fourth for New Orleans. Golden State's got the 3-point bug tonight. They've taken 15 shots outside the arc. 6 of 15.
I tell you what, I don't know what he did in the locker room, but he needs to do a little bit more of it because he's on fire.
And here's Holiday who
Lock
will
up.
for New Orleans. They host the Kings after this game, and that's the first game in the string of 3 straight at home. On the pass to Duncan. Fourth quarter still young, just over a minute play. Off on the layup.
And all you got to do is look at the rebounding margin as to why they hold the lead.
And you know what? That tells the story in a lot of games, guys. And here you go. It's telling the story tonight, too.
And this is why coaches talk
Fuck
about
up.
playing with pace. The scoreboard tells it all.
That really has been the difference. I mean, they've been the better team in transition.
So for the Pelicans, Christian Wood comes in for Jackson Hayes. And it's Harvey in for Alexander. Just over a minute and a half played here in the fourth. Harris inside, covered by Lee. The wide open look here for Wood. He clangs that one off the back iron and down it falls.
But you know what? Sometimes something good can come out of a bad possession.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
Yeah, they've not missed a single foul shot this half. And that's taking care of business, fellas.
And he knocks down the first one. Oh, we know the TV networks have brought more revenue, Greg, to the NBA. The expectation is for another bump when they renegotiate in 2023.
You know, at
What's
the same
up?
time, though, Kevin, with all the cord cutters out there, the league looking to make the game more accessible to those fans. I expect that to be a big part of this next deal.
Right, on your tablet, smartphone, or your computer.
Mm-hmm.
And I tell you what, Ball has excellent speed. He's got good size, and his savvy shows up right there because he's cutting right into the heart of the defense at just the right time.
And up the court come the Warriors on the break. Here's Looney, and he takes that one up and powers it through.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And you know you're gonna get those buckets, guys, when you're quick to get out on the break. Get that
Lock
ball
up.
off the court as fast as you can.
And that one, good.
That time the defenders were a little lazy getting to him.
Warriors have gotten all three of their shots to drop here in the fourth quarter. They came out of the break on a roll.
My goodness, that was absolutely filthy.
Oh, nasty. This building is stud. He dug deep, Greg, into his
We scored. What's up?
Boy, I'd love to get a replay on that one. Let's keep it handy so we can see it again.
Both loose. Oubre with it. Picked up by Harris. Here's Looney. Throws down the breakaway jam.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A
Mark
great
up.
defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Well, turning defense to offense, we talk about it all the time. Try to hit your opponent at the other end before they can set up the defense.
Passes it to Harvey. Back to Ball. Wood kicks the ball. Pulls up. The Warriors pull it in. Oubre's got 4 rebounds now tonight. No one near Edwards as he lets it walk. And there are the Warriors now with another bucket.
Well, he's filling it up right now, getting the shots he wants and delivering in a big way.
Lock up. We got 6 minutes left for this W. No, what up? Nope.
Oubre pulls it in. Oubre's got his 5th rebound in this one. And slam dunk by Pistol.
Really good ball movement there in transition.
Here's Ball.
They need a
He
bucket
stops.
in a big way here to regain some confidence.
They need this. It's all in by Edwards.
To D.
Edwards got his 8th rebound here tonight. And slam dunk by Pistol.
You have to love the unselfishness on display there. Excellent passing.
New Orleans has gone 3 of 7 tonight from 3-point territory. Out to the right wing. Here's Wood.
Boy, you can just see the frustration growing on their faces. Nothing going their way.
You know, guys, no denying it's been a rough patch here. I think they've got to run whatever is best in their playbook to get a good shot.
Harvey passes to Wood. And he makes that one.
The ball distribution was there. I mean, outstanding work all the way around.
Golden State's got the 3-point bug tonight. They've taken 15 shots outside the arc. 6 of 15. Down the stretch of last season, Greg, we saw some teams, usually healthy players, even ones out of the playoff hunt. They got fined, but as The amount, which I think is about 25,000, is that enough to discourage that tactic?
You know, I
Walk
don't
up.
think it is. Not when team revenues are measured in the hundreds of millions. You got to do more to keep them honest, but by the same token, you know, if I get 100, 200 million invested in the guy, I'm going to protect my investment. And so if I can rest them here or there and prolong their career, I think my organization is all the better for it.
That's a textbook example of how to move the ball. Boy, you gotta love that action.
Wait till you use that clock.
Ball against Lee. Looking to end his cold spell. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's hard to think of a player in this league with more of a pass-first mentality than Lonzo Ball.
I mean, total unselfishness, elite vision. Sometimes you'd like to see him penetrate a little more in the half court, but he's improving from range, and that'll open up driving lanes, and he can take advantage.
Edwards inside. Over Harvey. And there the Warriors now with another bucket.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row ain't close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
And Ball slams it in.
Yeah, I like how Ball is undistracted by the defense in terms of where he wants to go with the ball. And that excellent vision of his, that's why he's so good.
Here's Lee. It's good, and it's his 6th make against the Weather Tents.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They
Look up.
really got to pick up that interior defense.
Ball, the pass to Wood. And Christian Wood, undrafted in 2015 out of UNLV. Wait a minute, that's your alma mater.
The foul. They could come back with 3 minutes left.
Christian Wood's game.
Well, first I'll start with he went to UNLV. He's long, he's lean. I think he really fits the modern NBA as a small ball center. Able to hold his own on the glass and space the floor.
Hayes is checked in for the Pelicans. Holiday comes in for Lonzo Ball.
And he gives that rim a good tug on the way down.
Well, that's how you drive your point home right there.
He's lucky to get away with that, though, guys. I mean, it could have earned him a technical for hanging on too long.
And Holiday, here we go. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. In the league, taking steps to discourage teams, Greg, from tossing away seasons in search of high draft picks. Has enough been done, you think, in that regard?
Tim, we'll see. I tell you, the idea of a play-in
That's a tough one, isn't it?
for the last few playoff spots, I think that's a good idea, actually. It might keep more teams in the hunt down the stretch. And I think the onus also, if the fans put enough pressure on their teams to try to develop what they have and not always put it on the future, I think that's going to help. But I think you're going to always have a little bit of that moving forward.
The dish to Duncan.
Walk up.
Kicks it to Harris. Outside Holiday. Duncan outside. He dishes it to Harris. Knocks it loose. Oubre with the steal. A finish. Hammers it home to polish off the break.
And that assist got him a little nod from his teammate after that.
And here's Holiday, who will bring it up for New Orleans. Duncan outside. Holiday looking over the floor. He kicks it to Hayes. Dishes it to Harris. Outside Holiday. It's good.
You know, with Harris, if you're open, he's going to make sure he finds you.
Golden State's got the 3-point bug tonight. They're taking 15 shots outside the arc. 6 of 15.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout. Big-time dominance. And this will go in the record books as a galley win for the Warriors.
The coaching staff must be happy that they control their turnovers so well in this game.
Excellent self-control and patience tonight.
And it'll mark their 4th win on the year. Actually, their 5th win on the year.
And they'll take the win tonight, setting the tone in the first matchup of this 4-game season series.
And it will be a fight. When you see an opponent that many times, it's inevitable that those games take on a little extra added heat for the players.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for buckets.
There wasn't much they could do to slow him down as he was converting every good chance he got.
Here's Harvey, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. First one falls for. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. Well, they're really making a point of keeping the ball moving around.
That's the key. If he can't focus on one player,
Let's go.
no matter
Got
what
that W right there.
that ball will always move quicker than the defender.
Holiday against Lee. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's on Kelly Oubre.
Yeah, credit Holiday for getting to the line on that one. With his quickness and length, I'd like to see him do that more often.
Not nearly as productive a trip to the line as he'd have liked. They need all their free throws to go down at this point.
And he's done the job here all day. Just continues to grab rebounds. What a game for him.
Yeah, you don't see many triple doubles often. And I tell you what, his effort and efficiency really on point tonight.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
And so he hits both. There's 14 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Here's Harvey. Edwards defending. Harvey passes to Hayes. For 3, Harris. So we see the Warriors taking the game here.